Hey, what's up? From this video, we'll start creating our front end to consume the API that we built in last couple of videos. So we'll use Vuetify. It works great with VueJs. So let's get started. So in getting started page, if you go, so we are creating new application. So we can go, so intermediate, we are building for web. No. So according to our preferences, it selected these two options. So we'll go with Webpack, and we can copy the markup to init and go to terminal. So I will cd into a folder where I want to create this project. So first I will make a directory called phone book and cd into phone book. And then I will paste the init command. So this will init the Webpack template. Yes. So if this command doesn't work, you need to install Vue CLI. So you can just search for how to install Vue CLI. Generally, it's just a command you can install with npm. So I'll go with install Vue router. Yes. No yes linting. No tests. No. So we don't want custom theme for now. So we'll use npm. Hit enter. Alright, once that is done, you can run npm run deb to run this. So it will boot up the watcher and opens it up on browser. Now you can just visit this location, control click, and this is our initial layout to start. Now we'll open this up on Sublime, and so this is our basic structure, and we got app.js, main.js. So this app component will be our starting component, and so we got Vue router install, Vuetify, and all stuff required to create this project. So this is too much crowded. I will delete everything inside this app.vue and just put in simple vapp. Okay, after deleting all the boilerplate that comes by default, we'll start building from scratch. So first we need a toolbar. You can call it navbar. So if you go to UI components and then all the way down to toolbars, so here you have this basic toolbar. So we'll start with this basic toolbar, and you can see the view source. To see the code, we'll copy this v toolbar into our project. So we'll use a variable name, or name. Let's use title. So we see title and all these links. Only we can get rid of this side icon, and instead of repeating these, we'll loop through and generate menu in menus, and then here we'll display menu dot name. So we need to create menus. So for now just keep some dummy data like this. So in future it will contain more information like URL. Okay, actually for links we'll use router links. For now it is okay. So now let's start creating login and sign in functionality. So for that we'll create a form for both. So I'll start by creating a new component. So inside router index.js we'll create a new component. So let's go to hello world.view component. Okay, so we'll duplicate and make new one called signup.view. There we go. I will delete all these. Okay, so if you go to documentation, you will find a UI component. Sorry, you can create form, but I think there is some predefined layout that looks like, yeah, login form, v container. Okay, so we need everything inside v container. Okay, so let's register this component, make new and signup.view. We don't need to put view, I think. Yeah, it should work. Sign up. Now inside route we'll create a new route for sign up. So this should be sign up. Let's make it lowercase. Alright, once route is defined, we'll then go to our app.view, and here we'll define link. So currently we are looping through these names and displaying the menu like so. So I've added the route name, hello world, sign up and sign in, that we defined here. So the reason I named them is I will use router link to display links. So first of all, let's make a router view. Here will be all components related to route will be viewed, and so this button component of Vuetify allow us to give a link. So we'll use name since we have access to them. So we can do like menu.name, sorry, menu.route, since we have access to this object. So looping through all menus, displaying menu name with link to each. Okay, let's click on sign up. Yeah, so works fine. Similarly here in title we have also given like that. So instead of hello world, let's name it home, and since we named it home, we need to change it on router view also. So home. Okay, so this will take us to home, this will take us to sign up. Okay, looks good. We don't need this link. Yeah, so let's make a login route. So go to router index.js and we'll make new one. So it should take us to login. Let's go to sign up view and duplicate this thing into login.view. So this will be login form. Actually we don't need this tooltip. So basically I will clean things up over here. Looks like login not defined. Yeah, we need to import that. There we go. Okay, so we will remove, yeah, we remove this from here, but sign up form, no need of this. Okay, sign up form, login form. We can add one more field for name, login password, and full name, or I think just name. Okay, so we made a couple of changes to this form. Sign up form looks like this, and this is login form. There we go. Alright, so this is sign up and login form. If you want to see code, you can see on GitHub. So when user fills information and hits sign up, we'll call our API to ask to register. So we'll use the route that we made in last couple of videos for registering. Okay, so now let's register the user. Let's sign user up. So here when someone clicks on this sign up, we'll call a method, we'll call it register, and we will define that. Okay, let's start by registering the user. So we have this form set up with all necessary fields, and when user hits sign up, it will trigger register user function. So in order to test, yeah, it is triggering. So in this function we'll trigger the AJAX to call our API for token and registering the user. So since we have Axios installed, we'll send a post request to /register. So for this we need to set our base URL in Axios configuration. So that is inside main.js. Okay, looks like we need to install this Axios first. So go to terminal. So we'll do npm install Axios. Okay, once that is installed, we'll go to our main.js and import it here. Axios from Axios, and then we'll assign it to window object. And then we'll define a base URL to our URL, which is passport.test/API. Okay, so now let's go to sign up component and uncomment the code to register. So it will register with these credentials. So in Postman we can verify. So while registering we have, I think, provided email, password and name. Okay, so let's try, and I think it will give us error, and let's see. Okay, so if we sign up, so it will say this error response to free flight. This is generally the course related error, so it doesn't allow cross origin request, like we are sending request to another URL or another that is on another server. So we need to allow this to send the necessary header so that or this API can accept the request from this URL. So in order to solve that, we need to install, or we need to allow this URL so that it will send the allow origin header. Let's do that. So for that we need to switch to our API, which I've opened it here, passport folder, and let's open up terminal. And so I think we have Laravel course, something like this package which handles everything for us. Okay, so I'll install this one, Spacy Laravel course. Okay, once package is pulled in, we need to do basic setup step. So we need to put this global middleware. I think we need to put this property inside http kernel. So let's go to http kernel class, and so this is the global middleware. Actually we just need this thing, cut it out, everything else delete. Okay, so here we need to put it on global middleware. So if you want just API to have that middleware, you can put it here. So yeah, for now I'll put it here. Okay, after that we need to publish the config so that we can specify our front-end URL as allowed. Okay, so let's go to config course. There we go. And we have all these allowed origin. So right now everything is allowed, I think. So let's try including this. I think currently it will pass if we do star like that, to put that inside like so. Okay, now let's see how it behaves now. Let's send request once more and let's wait. Okay, now it works. So we got our data as everything that is inside data is access token expires in. So currently there are two layer of data, so you can disable that, or yeah, for now just leave this. Okay, actually in API side we have done slightly mistake, because while registering we are checking if there is already existing user and we are updating that, so which is not good. So instead of that we just need to do the old way, new user, and then it should only create new user, it shouldn't update the existing user, right? So email equals to request email, that's it. So everything good. So what you can also do here is just pass auth like so, and you can also pass the user object, user, like user, that's it. Okay, also in here you can remove this. So currently it is allowing everything, so we don't need to allow every origin to make request to this endpoint. Or you may want that, or you make that so you allow user or someone to consume API. So in our case, I think everyone should allow, because this API is open for everyone. Alright, so now let's try creating another user and see how we get response. To example 2, password same. There we go. So we got data this time. We got auth and user, so that we can display user and other information. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to save this information in our front end somewhere, so that we'll keep track of that. Okay, so first we need to save token, and then we need to define a common authorization header. So here will be auth token, like so bearer, and then we'll put here token and application JSON. That's it. So here we'll get token from local storage. Get item token. So while registering, we need to set that token here. So access token will be equals to response dot data dot auth dot access token. All right, my bad. Okay, so now let's try registering. Let's see console, sign up. Yeah, signed up. Let's see our local storage. We got token and user. I think while storing user, we cannot store like so. We need to make it JSON string and then store. Okay. For now, we'll just store user's name. Okay, now we got token, and let's try sending request to protected resource. Okay, so now let's try. Currently we have token in our local storage. Let's try, and yeah, I think we successfully got that. So at this point we can successfully register, and we have to change this menu item according to if user is authenticated or not. So to identify if user is authenticated or not, we will do okay, what we should do is we should check the existence of token. Okay, that shouldn't. Okay, for now let's check the existence of token. In future, what we'll do is, to make it more secure, we need to send request to backend, or what we can do is so we are getting response here, so we can make we can set some global variable to true. Window dot is signed in equals to true. So what we can do here is so when this component is mounted, we'll check that. So if is authenticated, or for now just check token. So if token, then menu item will be this, menus will be auth menu. So currently let's define that auth menu. So that should contain just, for now just contains one, which is logout link, name logout, and route, for now just name it logout, and we need to define that route here. Logout, so for now just leave it login component. We'll define logout component in a moment. So first let's test that out. Yeah, there we go, we got logout this time. So if someone hits logout, we should delete the token and log the user out. Let's do that. Actually, instead of doing this, we can do we shouldn't need the link to logout, because so if you need that you can make, but in our case it should only be a button that should log user out. Just leave it there, that will be cleaner. Okay, so let's create a logout view, and for now let's put a head s3, you are logged out, and then here we'll create a method, or just create it. So when this component is created or someone visits this component, we'll log user out. So we'll do that by we can just remove the local storage item, local storage, remove item token. Okay, so now in router we need to import log out. There we go. Let's refresh. Currently we got local storage items, then log out. Yeah, we get rid of that. So now it should show the default one, you are logged out. So we need to do a couple of things, but basically this is the register function. Same thing you can do for login. So you can try on your own, you see if you can log in, and we'll quickly do that in our next video.